that you have solved tonight. Starting off with something that is painful, ladies, yet we probably do it every single day, is we grab that 10-time magnifying mirror or that 5-time magnifying mirror and we look into it. And then we, right? Oh my gosh, look at all the hair. Look at my eyebrows. Look at this. What if I told you we had the world's most precise tweezer? Of course, we've got Regine. This is the slant tip precision tweezer. We've never offered this on sale before at $30. It's on 3 credit card payments. It has sold out not once, not twice, but 3 times here on Beauty Report. These are all handmade in the same facilities where Cartier, Rolex, Breitling are all made for. So we've got Fern Marcus joining us. She is a beauty veteran. She's got over 20 years experience with us. And I love that you found this.
Yes.
Where over 40 hands touched this to create this amazing tweezer.
Absolutely. It is 100% made by hand. There are 40 different hand operations that go into making this tweezer. And it is completely different than any other tweezer on the marketplace. This is a tweezer that will perfectly pull the hair out from the root on the first time. It won't slip on the hair. It won't break the hair. In our factory, every single tweezer is examined under a microscope before ever leaving the factory. What that does, it ensures that the tips are in perfect alignment. They are not a fraction of a millimeter off. If the tweezer is off by a fraction of a millimeter, it is not going to remove the hair. We do an etching on the interior of the tip. What that does, it creates a grittiness so that when you go to remove the hair, it is going to beautifully pull that hair from the root. It won't slip on the hair, it won't break the hair. I think so many of us have a drawer full of tweezers that just don't work. And if you look at the animation, how many of us go through this? It snaps the hair, it slips on the hair, it breaks the hair. Not Regine. It will pull the hair out from the root on the first time. And it's all because of how they're made. I would say 99.9% of all tweezers out there are banged out in a factory. And you cannot create the level of precision that is needed for a cosmetic tweezer by mass producing. They have to be made by hand. And no one, I mean no one, makes tweezers like Regine makes tweezers.
Once you try them, I use them. It's absolutely amazing. You grab that hair and I mean it's coming out. No questions asked. We're sharing with you some great video on how this is made. Your tweezers are so important, right? We spend countless hours in front of that mirror pulling out those unwanted chin hairs or above our lip or our eyebrows, and there is nothing worse, you know this, ladies, when you go to pull and it snaps off. I've had men stop me in the hall saying, oh my gosh, I bought those Regine tweezers. That's the best thing I've ever purchased.
I love hearing that.
Because sometimes we get those ingrown hairs, right? Right? You know, you go to pull and it stays in there and you're like, oh no. Talk about, you know, making a mountain out of a molehill. This is the most important purchase that you can make in tweezers.
Absolutely.
We've got the Rolls Royce of tweezers right here for you. It's $10. Everything in our beauty report is free shipping and handling, so give it a go. If it's not everything that we're saying, of course, you can send it back, but don't you want the best? This is a one-time purchase that never needs sharpening.
Yeah, absolutely. Our tweezers do not need any sharpening. We temper our steel 2 times over. That is a process that hardens the metal. So sometimes the very act of opening and closing your tweezer will dull it out. That will never, ever happen with our tweezers. These tweezers are built to last.
Even if I drop it?
If you drop it, we back up our product. So for any reason, if you are unsatisfied with your tweezers, you can return them to us. You have 30 days with HSN, correct? And then after that, lifetime guarantee with Regine. We have, Regine, the factory has been in business for over 100 years. We actually opened up with Rolex. We make the tools for Rolex, for Cartier, for Breitling. And the difference is, as you can see in the video, that's actually my neighbor. And she's not a professional model. And she's pulling every single hair out from the root.
See?
And you see the follicle. And and if you can see, she has very deeply rooted hair. Those are the most difficult hairs to get. And every single hair, she's just getting it right from the root. And individually, the tip of this tweezer, I designed it with a 25-degree angle. What that does, it works with the contours of our face. So you're not gonna take like 5 hairs at a time. You're getting 1 hair at a time.
Especially when it's your eyebrows, right? There's nothing worse than looking in the mirror and you're trying to just get that one and you grab 5 because you know the one you wanted to get, you know, is going to come back. The other ones you didn't want to pull, guess what? They're never going to come back.
They might not be coming back, right? So.
Or they break off, and then, like I said, you may have an ingrown hair. It's awful.
Right.
Just give it a try for $10. Like I said, we spend so much time in front of the mirror. You deserve the Rolls Royce there is of tweezers, and that's what you're getting today. The very best of the best, all handmade. And once you try it, and you saw how her neighbor was pulling that hair and it pulled her skin. I mean, and you saw how strong these were.
Amazing. They will get the hair from the root on the first time. They are completely unlike any other tweezer in the marketplace. These have an etching done by hand on the interior, the tip. What that does, it creates a grittiness so that when you go to remove the hair, it is coming out. It is going to hold on to that hair and pull it out deep from the root. If you're shaping your brows, lip hair, I know I deal with chin hair. I mean, I might feel like I have a little something at night, and by morning I look like Don Johnson. So it's like, you know, and it just keeps on coming in. So this is the tool that takes care of it. And often if you're using a tweezer that's breaking the hair, that is stimulating hair growth. So you really need absolutely. You need the proper tool to remove the hair.
So you mean if I don't properly remove it, if it breaks off, I just stimulate it to grow more?
You are stimulating hair growth.
Oh,
removing,
no.
I know.
What?
So not only are you left with now, like, you know, a little black dot on your face or possibly getting a pimple or something, you're actually causing the hair to grow more. Removing the hair from the follicle is the most appropriate way to remove the hair.
And then you know it's going to be a long time before it comes back.
Yes.
So again, every time Fern is here with the amazing tweezers, these always sell out. So if you want them, this is it. This is Fern's only show. Yeah. She sells out every time she's on Beauty Report. Men here even order this because sometimes they get an ingrown hair, or while they're shaving, you know, they've got some hairs that are difficult to get. They pluck them out, or maybe it's the back of their neck, wherever the case may be. I'm telling you, get them the first time. Don't spend that time in front of what I call cruel and unusual punishment, in front of that 5 or even worse 10-time magnifying mirror, and then you get in that natural light and you're like, oh my, you know, you've got a bush growing on over here, and you're starting to take them, and then they start snapping off. You'll never have one hair snap off with these. I mean, you really get the best precision.
You know, absolutely. This is really a one-time purchase. We offer a lifetime guarantee on them, and this is truly an investment. I think we all spend like a small fortune on tweezers that just don't work. This is completely different. I've been in the professional beauty tool industry for 20 years. I do all the beauty shows, professional beauty shows all over the country. And even when I started out many, many years ago, we started doing the beauty shows with a very small, modest booth. And by 3 hours into the show, you could not get anywhere near our booth just by word of mouth, because all the estheticians, the brow shapers, the cosmetologists, everyone was going crazy over these tweezers because everyone needs a good pair of tweezers.
Oh, you
can't.
know
it's like driving a car with 3 wheels. It just doesn't work.
Well, I love bringing out the mirror and seeing and knowing I will get you.
Yeah, oh,
I will get you, my pretty.
We are gonna get you.
I will get you. You're coming out right now. So when I do sit in front of the natural light, in front of that 10-time magnifying mirror, I know that if I do see that chin hair or whatever, it's coming out.
It's so
in the
frustrating
middle,
when it doesn't.
In the middle here, you know, ladies, just to do touch-ups maybe in between when you get your eyebrows threaded or waxed, whatever the case may be, and you want that exact precision, this is the best that money can buy. And Fern brings these every once in a while, and every time Fern's here, they always sell out. So as we are in February and it's time for Valentine's Day, treat yourself to the best tweezers. I think every woman deserves them because it gives us precision, it gives us accuracy. And hey, if we're gonna torture ourselves in front of that mirror, let's make sure that as we're pulling them, we get them.
Yes, and also really important, in caring for your tweezer, this is like a surgical implement. It is made of 100% surgical grade stainless steel, so you can clean it with alcohol, barbicide, any kind of disinfectant. And we also provide a really gummy end cap. So after tweezing, always put your end cap on your tweezer. It will protect it so you have it for a lifetime. And I also want to say, when you're tweezing, always on clean skin. You don't want to have any makeup, oil, or moisturizer. This way, your tweezer will get the hair out from the root. If you have makeup or any kind of lotion on your skin, the tweezer can slip. On clean skin, or maybe like a hot washcloth.
That's what I do.
I remember
in the morning after I wash my face, use hot water, and then that almost like loosens the hair. I forgot to tell you, the other day I came upstairs, my husband had these out. Just, you know, I was like, what are you doing using my, you know, they were just fine, and he used them on his coarse beard.
Oh, absolutely. That's
just fine. I thought for sure they'd have been ruined.
No, a lot of times men, they totally burn through tweezers, not these tweezers. You could have the coarsest hair, the thickest hair. These will be exactly like the first day that you got them.
Thank you, Fern. Great job as always. Thank you again for all of your orders.
Enjoy, everybody.